Am I supposed to hear that buzz? Oh, yeah, no thanks. Can I, no, okay. I'm not used to speaking in prose, so I won't preface any of these works, except to say that I'm going to be reading mostly from older poems. First one is called. I went through a period. I guess I am prefacing, aren't I? Yeah. By saying that I had an infatuation with Greek poetry, Caliphae, mainly Caliphae, and so I wrote this poem called "Sonnet for All Greeks Living Now." The gods live in a micro world where they go to work without even getting out of bed. The gods eat macaroni soup and dance as the universe passes under their feet. They're so great. The gods never go to the bathroom, nor do they drool a singular macaroni particle onto their afghans. They sit in a room of quadraphonic stereos as Zeus once sat on Olympus, bickering with Hera. They lift their wine glasses slowly, as if to see in the sudden surface worlds their imagination might bless. I don't know if I want to, maybe I'll stand up for a while. This poem is called The Musical Ape. I dream continually of the musical ape who writes poems in his sleep and wakes to find them published in the Paris Review. This does not startle him. He is a good poet, addicted to long walks, admiring the delicate twists and turns history has made in his life. Night by night, the poems grow. He becomes famous simply by doing nothing, by being himself. Often a giant page seems inserted from above. This makes the dream glow, almost like the sky just before he wakes. This poem is called In June. A sundial spins beneath her eyes as she wades through high school into the dark, despite complications, and among the paper, airplanes whirling around her, up the narrow path into my heart. She's just an example of how one can love beauty clinging to its dress. Though dark be blown against it in a spiral pattern, forming the pop art flowers we can take or leave beneath the tenacious trees, while down the path a wild herb grows, and there's a bongo player beating his fists against the seasonal downpour of the leaves. Tickets, buttons, and the thought of Shelley sailing his paper boat because some goddess blessed him and the air. The next one, thank you, from earlier book. I'm not used to reading with chewing gum. I don't know. Take that out. I just realized that it's a sort of effrontery, you know. Yeah. Okay. I shall be proper from now on. Her thoughts. Her thoughts turning to sex. The sauna bath purring. So many bodies with or without names. If they teach her, it is only an approximate fire. The surface of the water lifts a little, and where she floats, the universe bites at her outline, like Venus, born from the foam, the joy of output. Here's a poem. I don't normally write poems for other people. Other poets. You know, I have one for Robert Bly and I have one for Bill Knott. They're both friends or acquaintances. You know. This is for Bill Knott, and it's called just simply for Bill Knott. Take a simple idea and flip it over. The bugs come rushing out. Under a complex idea, there are plenty of bugs. It's just harder to flip it over. Yeah, well, so what? Well, how many can you get out of that? Okay. Let's see. What do I have here? After the election. Like an old bomber pilot who died in the shower, night comes to me, COD. And if you think that's bad, payday is a week away. We're out of toilet paper, and the sky is plugged up with planets. Pure outrage. Pure outrage. Okay, let's see. Trying to find this. Okay, here we go. Back onto a more normal tone. The small graces. The small graces exact as an elbow over the empyrean. Lotus bloom blown continent as I hear the bicycle. Coincidental years. There is a way we place words so that sun abruptly does not shine near the leaf edge, curl inward, nor sun strike the leaf and it be pale. The situation rotates around the head, which is either thinking or fuss. In Canada, beyond birds, there are mountains, and you can place a jar there on any mountain, on any slope. That might have been a takeoff on Wallace Stevens. I don't really know. Place a jar in Tennessee, you know.